Thank you very much for joining us here on Woodwork Therapy. Today we're going to be reviewing over the VEVOR wireless or battery operated polisher buffer. So this is going to be a little fun review. And you might be asking, why in the world are we doing this on a woodworking channel? Well, you'll see, so stick around to the end. Let's get started. All right, so let's go over the basics. What does it actually come with? What does it do? What's going on with it? Let's check it out. All right, so the basic unit comes with a adjustable speed switch that goes all the way from 6 to 1. Now, unfortunately, there's no real definition behind how many RPMs that is, but it does seem that 6 is pretty darn fast. So we're going to say that's pretty good. Furthermore, has a standard hook and loop type of a connector on the bottom base. And we have a switch cover that goes over the power switch, which keeps water and moisture out of it. So the VEVOR polisher comes with 2 of these 12-volt lithium-ion batteries, and also comes with a plethora of other things too. Comes with all these different pads. I mean, there's just like tons of them. As you can see, we've actually used a lot of these. You'll be seeing why and how we did that. And it also comes with some microfiber cloths, which is actually really nice. Now, we had a ton of our own, so we didn't wind up using these in the video. But ultimately they're microfiber cloths. I mean, they are what they are. The nice thing about it, of course, is that we don't have to go to the store and buy all this stuff. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but it also comes with the charger that you need in order to be able to charge the batteries. And we'll be talking a little bit more about the batteries towards the end of the review. But on that note, let's go ahead and see what it does. Okay, so in this first part, we're gonna go ahead and buff up, well, quite frankly, the back of my car. It needs it. So we're going to talk about that and how that actually winds up coming out and how that worked and all that stuff. So let's get started. Okay, so as you can see here, we've went and clay barred this side so far, and then this is what it looked like originally, which is pretty bad. So this clay bar itself helped out quite a bit. So now we're going to actually go ahead and put this thing to the test and see how it does. Okay, and here's the final result. We haven't put any wax on it yet, so you're just seeing what it looks like after we got done doing the polishing on there and everything. As you can see, it came out really good. Obviously, the tool did a really good job on there, so can't really complain. So on that note, let's move on to the next item we're going to work on. All right, that came out looking pretty good now, didn't it? So let's go ahead and move on to the next part. So I was like, you know what? Let's go and test on a glass stove and see if we can go and get that polished down. That seems like quite a bit of a task, and it's got a lot of scratches, as you can see here. So, or right here, actually. So let's go ahead and check that out and see how well it does. Quite a transformation, right? And keep in mind, we're just using automotive grade polishing stuff and just some of the basic stuff that you can pick up at the store. So do keep that in mind. And we were able to get that kind of a look. And that look, by the way, has stayed. We did that probably a couple of weeks ago, and it looks great. So let's move on to why we would have this on a woodworking channel. Well, when we're doing woodworking, we're not just building wood projects. We're a lot of times using plastics and epoxies and stuff like that. So let me go and show you what it can do for an epoxy surface. We used a little bit of 5000 grit sandpaper, and we also did some other polishing as well. And now you can kind of see the result. As you can see, this really smoothed out the characters and gave them a little bit of a reflective shine to them, which is really nice. You're going to really see that here on the G in particular. That one just came out beautiful. All right, so those came out looking pretty awesome, didn't they? Yes, they did. So let's talk about the pros and cons. So the pros, it's portable, it's lightweight, it's easy to control, and overall, it seems very solid. It didn't have any problems or issues that, you wouldn't expect. Cons. Batteries on setting 6, so that's a maximum setting, so out of fairness, that is a maximum setting. last about 30 minutes. So if you're going full haul on that thing, like let's say you've got all of your, chemicals down on the paint and you're just going at it and trying to really get that good, nice grind in, then this is going to last you about 30 minutes. So, and the charger takes about an hour. Now it only comes with 2 batteries, so that's an hour worth of power total. So that means you're going to have about a 30-minute gap in your workload. So do keep that in mind if you're doing a full car paint correction. So out of fairness, I thought I'd bring that up. If you're doing like an epoxy table, or you're doing, that's about medium size or smaller, you're doing the boards like what we were doing, you're doing even a stove, you're going to have plenty of power for all of those applications, and it's going to do really, really well. So, but if you're going to need something that's going to need more time than that, please keep in mind that a corded tool typically is going to be the better option. Ultimately, at the end of the day, what do I really think about it? I think it's an awesome tool for its price point. It's a very affordable price point, being that it is considered a cheap tool, and it really honestly did the job that I kind of expected it to do. It didn't make me just go, oh, this sucks. I didn't really have that feeling. I did wish the batteries would have lasted a little bit longer. I think that would be a major advantage. It would be nice if VEVOR would sell a larger capacity battery for it. I think that would really help the product, especially like maybe something that's 2 or 3 times more powerful. I think that would be a really great product improvement. But overall, I think the product was pretty solid. So do keep that in mind, and I just wanted to throw that out as kind of my pros and cons list on this specific product. So you've heard my thoughts on it. Go ahead and leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have for feedback on that. In the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon for all of our newest videos. Until next time, stay safe in the shop.